Make your way into a comfortable meditation posture. And take 60 seconds here to adjust, get set, make sure things in your environment are set up to be comfortable. Finding that balance between being relaxed and alert. And a good way to do this is to come into your posture. Check that there's a sense of uprightness or length in the spine. So if you're sitting up, making sure there's that sense of uprightness, the crown of the head is lifting up. If you're in a different posture, lying down, for example, making sure you also have length in the spine. Making sure you do what you can to have that alertness, brightness. And then invite the whole body to relax. You've made it to the meditation. You can hit pause on anything else that's going on. And for this time, just really sink in to this space. And this practice is one where we can learn about the mind, we can cultivate calm and clarity, can find ease, comfort. But also it's just nice to not do anything for a little while. If you'd like to take a few deeper breaths here, if that feels comfortable to you, on each exhale, allow the body to relax. Nice, long exhales. I'm going to offer a guided practice here. I'll talk you through some instructions. As always, it's up to you how much you follow along. So if you want to do your own practice, go for it. If you want to make adjustments to this practice, totally fine. Or feel free to follow along and attempt all the different pointers. So the first thing I'd like you to do is notice the external sounds in your environment. The sound of cars or other vehicles, sound of voices, sound of appliances or computers humming along. And use these sounds as a way to come into the present moment. Just gently bringing attention to that sound in that moment. Now bring your attention to the sensations of the body. Notice the feeling in your hands. They might feel a little warm or cool. Notice the feeling of being supported by the chair, cushion, floor. And quickly and lightly scan through the body. Noticing any other sensations that stand out. Again, bringing attention to that present moment experience. Within the sensations of the body, look for something that feels either pleasant, feels good, or at least feels neutral. So this might be the hands or that feeling of being supported. Might be something else. Just noticing anything that's pleasant. And if there isn't much pleasant, at least something neutral. Now from that space of pleasantness or neutral sensations, I'd like you to expand your awareness to the whole body space. Open up awareness, allow it to stretch out to be the shape and size of the body, or even perhaps a little bigger than the body space. And rather than looking for all of the sensations at once, you might notice that instead it's more like a texture, a tonality, there might be an overall felt sense of the body. Tuning into that texture, tonality, felt sense of the whole body space. And within this space, within this whole body awareness, try to tune in to what feels good. An overall sense of ease, comfort, and stability. Perhaps a overall feeling of relaxation or well-being. And even if what you're noticing right now feels far from well-being and ease, see if it's possible to just tune in to any degree of pleasantness, comfort, or relaxation, and see what happens. Over and over, expanding awareness to the whole body. Good. Now, from here, I'm going to offer some pointers for engaging with this whole body awareness in different ways, using imagination and visualization and using the breath. And so we start from this point of being aware of the texture, tonality of that whole body space, becoming sensitive to it. And as you try these different options, just notice what happens to that overall texture or tonality. There may be a feeling of energy, a feeling of aliveness, might be more just a feeling, an emotion. Just notice if that shifts in any way. The first thing I'd like you to do is become aware of the breath. But firstly, imagine that as you breathe in, the air is filling up the body, and the energy of the air is spreading out to fill this whole body space. And as you breathe out, the opposite, the movement from every part of the body into the exhale. Whole body breathing. And now I'd like you to imagine that as you breathe, the breath is moving in and out of the space near the navel. So this is not matching up with the physical situation. Instead, imagining the breath moving in and out of the navel area. You might like to allow the belly to expand and contract with each breath. And just noticing what happens. Noticing if there's any shift in that felt sense. Good. And so you can continue noticing the breath, or feel free to let go. I'd like you now to imagine that the body is filled with bright light. It's golden, bright light filling the whole of the body. Now you can be creative here. It might feel better to imagine this moving with the breath. It might feel nice to have the light as a single beam moving up and down the spine. Or you might like to imagine that the light is external to you, shining on you. Your body is lit up with this external light. And if a particular image or visualization comes to you spontaneously, give it a little space to grow and develop, to change. See where the mind might like to take you. If you do notice a sense of energy or a sense of there being some kind of movement or pattern of this fine sensation in the body, open to it. See where it wants to move. And notice how this feels. Notice if there's any change in that felt sense. Notice if it brings any degree of calm or clarity. And the final pointer here, final thing to try, is to imagine that you are sitting just how the Buddha sat. That you are sitting, you are practicing in this same way as a fully awakened being. Imagine that you are a conduit for boundless, clear, bright awareness. And noticing here what effect this has. How does this make you feel? How has moving the mind in these different ways changed your experience? Coming back to that whole body awareness. Resting in an awareness of that whole body space. Nice work. And take a minute here to slowly, gently come out of the meditation.